Hi, my name is Alain Rymar, part of the Cisco organization in Switzerland, and I have the luxury to be on the high technology booth presenting my Cisco products, particularly the video products, which are very advanced from a feature perspective, from an interoperability perspective, also from an automation perspective, and sensor perspective. So those are a system that equips let's say conferencing rooms, should they be small, medium, or very large, or extremely large, and with a lot of value added. So they are open to various multi-platforms like Microsoft Teams, like WebEx, of course, like Zoom, like Google as well. Here on the stand I'm presenting Microsoft particularly, but we can do everything. And from a technology perspective, what we have on top of the implementation of Microsoft Teams Room, we have a lot of automation that we can provide. Automation to open a case on ServiceNow, straight from the codec to ServiceNow API. We can order coffee. We can order coffee from the machine, So it's very cool. And also I can connect to a building management system that allows you to control the blinds, the AC, the light, and so on. So that's very powerful. We can propose this for every kind of rooms, and there are very, very large implementations that exist on the market, particularly here in Switzerland, in the United Nations, let's say, group of customers we have here. And the feature set we developed, first we developed them in Oslo, so our business unit for video system is based in Oslo. And there we have a lot of intelligence. Should it be on audio or on video? On audio we provide noise removal, we provide, and it's based on an AI, and also artificial intelligence, and we have exactly the same on the video side. Here, for example, we are talking about zoning in our system, so you can really extract areas of a room that you don't expect to be filmed while you are in a meeting. Yeah, our products are cloud-based or on-prem based, so you decide. And from that perspective, a lot of APIs are equipping our products, so you can use any sort of product from the market, querying our APIs to get the sensors like humidity, temperature, air quality, volume of person in a room, is there someone in a room, so a lot of possibilities there.
So is it special hardware for this bar here? You call it the room bar?
Yes, this one is a room bar, absolutely.
Yeah. And is it also a special screen, or this could be any screen?
Any screen on the market, from the market.
And this is a special...
This is the tablet that comes with the bar. So this tablet, at the moment, here, is loaded with the Microsoft Teams Room possibilities. We are in the conference at the very moment, and I'm sharing, let's say, a video to the other side of this booth.
So it's a high-quality camera that follows people with AI?
Yes, you can see that on the screen. Basically, we have multiple features. Like group view. Group view means you can really picture in the best way someone who is standing in a room. Imagine you are in a large room, you are the boss, you sit at the very end of the table, and the system is at the opposite side. What you usually get in that situation is a small boss into a large room, okay, which is not very good from the opposite side or the remote side. So the system by default zooms you. It detects the face and really zoom on you. That's the first thing. If a second person enters in the room, then it extends the field of view so that the two persons are really well pictured. Second possibility is tracking. Tracking means wherever you speak from the room side, then the system follows you, right? Then we have the presenter tracking. So imagine you're in a room, and in that room someone wants to stand up, face the audience, and speak to the audience. What he will do? The person will stand up at the end of the room, because everybody was looking at this system, right? So a person will stand up there, talks to the other in the room, but what happens? This guy presents his back to the camera, right? So at this very moment, I can tell you, the remote parties, the remote people are lost because they don't see exactly what's happening in the room. So in that context, we can put another camera in that room, which will automatically picture that person who is standing up, and then the remote party will be really in a situation to be as the audience in that room.
So I see here, it looks like there's several different versions, maybe different quality of the camera.
No, quality is always very good. So there's no quality difference. What you get as difference is the size of the room, and particularly it gives you, let's say, you decide from one or the other depending on the distance between the camera and the last person in that room.
So
just to guarantee that every feature from a video perspective is maintained and used. Okay, so this bar is for small rooms, so it's 3 meters, so 4 or 5 people. If you put that bar into a room where you have 10, 20 people, then the bar will not be really acting correctly, right? Because if someone speaks at the very back, it will not be able to detect where the person is in the correct way. Up to 3 meters, it will do it. Second bar, you will do it up to 6 meters. Third one, up to 9 meters. And if it's not enough, you can put an additional PTZ camera from us, and you can go up to 18 meters. So 18 meters is really a long room. So,
that has a zoom.
Yes, but it's zoom in an automatic way, depending on who speaks. It's not about stating, okay, I want to picture that person there. No, it's about letting the system automatically detect who speaks and bam, goes to picture this person.
And you were showing a video just before on the screen that, are there many companies in the world who have this solution right now?
Yes, very much. You know, there've been this phase of the COVID phase, right? I mean, we experienced in a very different way of working during COVID. We were at home. When you wanted to talk to your parties, to your customers, to your colleagues, you were in a meeting over WebEx, over Zoom, over whatever. Point is, you were able to see your parties pretty easily, right? Everybody was pictured and you could see everyone. When we came back to the office, right, some people were still at home and the rest were in a conference room, right? Point is, with the old way of doing, we were doing only speaker tracking, which means you speak, I picture you, you speak, I picture you. But the party on the remote side do not know what the others in that room reacts, body language. If that one says something that I don't agree with, the remote party will not see it because it's picturing that person at this very moment. So then we came up with another way of doing it, with framing, where we picture everyone. We divide the room in a way that we can picture them in a correct way. But with framing, you get another kind of visibility, which will be shown on this screen in a few moments. So that's a legacy room, right? But then they will switch on. Voila, here is framing, you see?
Wow.
We remove everything which is rubbish, what happens on the table and so on, and we focus on people.
Wow.
But we have everyone pictured, right?
All the reactions.
All. So from a remote party, you do see everybody, whoever speaks, okay? But there are other aspects. Look at that person. At some point, this person will engage now a conversation with someone else in the room. The person turned his face from the camera, right? So what we do in such context, with 2 other cameras in the room, we detect that this person is speaking with the microphone. We detect from this camera that this person turned the face. It means that the camera switch needs to happen to make sure that the remote parties are still in the meeting with those persons.
This is awesome. It's automatic. AI, is it AI?
Fully AI.
Yeah.
Fully AI driven.
And this is a new trend. It wasn't really exist before.
Yes.
So
correct.
this really changed the whole experience of recording and of being remotely there.
There are some other features which are very interesting, like from a sound perspective. Here, you do see if I select microphone, you do see that by default my system is set up for noise cancellation, okay? It's in French here, sorry.
Yeah.
Noise cancellation is done in our products with AI. Again, it's an extremely powerful AI, which means, in that context, all non-human noises are removed.
The chair moving?
Everything, okay?
Coughing?
Everything. Non-human noises are removed. That's AI-driven. It's an acquisition we did a while ago, and we embedded these capabilities in all our products, right? And this AI is there in the box, okay? It's not an AI that sits in the cloud, okay? So it means that whatever I do with this machine, should it be a WebEx meeting, Zoom meeting, Microsoft meeting, Google meeting, my AI is operational. And that is very important because in a meeting, if you have big background noise, like, I don't know, police siren in the street when you have the windows open, or whatever noise, okay? Imagine that during that meeting, you expect as well that another AI understands what is told, what is said during the meeting. So you expect it to do a sort of summary of the meeting, for sure archiving, but also making some chapters out of it, making some highlights out of it, and so on. It requires that the sound of the people speaking is perfect. So having such noise reduction means that the voice will be just excellent, perfect, and ready to be analyzed by an AI who should do its job, like summarizing the meeting.
Do you integrate this kind of AI summary?
Yes.
This is amazing, no? Like people can get 5-minute version of a 1-hour meeting.
Again.
And this is really happening the last couple of years.
Yes. It's when you are in a meeting, it's platform dependent. If you're doing a WebEx, that's our job at Cisco, to do it from WebEx. If you have a Microsoft Teams meeting, it's a job of Microsoft to do it. We provide the sound, we provide everything, and the AI from Microsoft can do its job in that context. That's same for Zoom, same for others. So yeah.
It would be awesome for people to just search, and I want to see everything that was talked about this topic, and boom, it shows up.
That is the case with WebEx, for sure.
That's
so if you look, for example, like the recording, you say I want to know where this person expressed itself during the meeting, blah, 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 you get it. I want to know where this word or sentence have been said during the meeting, blah, 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 you get it. Now you have another aspect as well. Imagine you're remote to a meeting. You're at home, you participate to a meeting remotely. But someone rings at your door. I don't know, the postman comes in, it's a pack, it's about to be received. So you escape from your video system, right? First, our video AI detects that you left the system. So to the remote party, it sends just an avatar at this very moment. Then 2 minutes later, you come back. The video system knows that you are back and re-inject in the meeting your video. But you missed 2 minutes. So by default, the system says, okay, Alain, that's me, Alain. Alain, you missed 2 minutes of that meeting. Would you like to see a resume? Bam, you get a resume.
In text or like a...
Text.
Wow.
Text. And then it offers you as well, hey Alain, do you want to know if your name has been said or has been given during those 2 minutes? Yes, and then bam, you know exactly what happened during those 2 minutes regarding yourself.
That's cool. There's so much potential for revolutionizing how people are more efficient and enjoy the job more because they don't need to waste time on boring meetings. You want to get the highlights, and maybe you want to share the highlights with the right person in the company. And
that is very much for, let's say, I would say, collaboration as we know it today. And it gives a lot of value. There are other aspects of the Cisco portfolio from an AI perspective. You know, Cisco is doing video system for sure, video conferencing, but it's doing also telephony, and is also doing contact center. Okay.
Can you show the example video?
No, I don't have it here. It's not the purpose of this booth. But for contact center, as an example, I don't know if you know contact center, but it means that you have agents, you have supervisors, and you are, I don't know, providing a service or selling something or whatever. But you are either on the phone or on chat chat with your remote parties or over SMS. So you have multiple channels you could use from an agent perspective. But this job as an agent is extremely demanding because when you finish a call with someone about, I don't know, a problem that person had, you solve the problem, but you need to report what you've done. Okay, so taking minutes to write down what you have told, what you have said with this customer. Have you really solved the problem? How much time it took? Blah blah blah. This could be really driven by an AI. The AI could do this summary for you, even on a phone call. So it means from an agent perspective, it's very comfortable. You have the summary. Maybe you can change a little bit if you wish because something has not been correct. Anyhow, you have the main frame of it,
and
right?
remind you what it was about, the important point.
And it's archived for the next call so that you know the context. Okay. Now, when you're finished, there's another call coming in because you're in a contact center, and another call, and another call, and another call. You imagine.
You don't have time to write the summary.
First, so this saves time for you. If the company in which you are acting as an agent is fair with you, maybe this time you saved because the AI was acting for you can be used to breathe, refresh a little bit, and then move to the other call. If it's not the case, bam, you get the other call. Okay, and the other call. It means that you may reach a point where first, you're very tired. Second, you may reach a situation where burnout is not very far away. When you're very tired, maybe you can start behaving differently.
The customer will not be happy.
The AI understands that during a call, the behavior you had was going into a direction which is not the one that the company would expect. So at the end of a call, after this analysis, the system can bring back to the agent a coaching offering. I'm going to coach you. That's where things were not going very well. Maybe you should have done this or that. That's a second piece of AI that could be helpful. And the third piece is the system can analyze when you really are reaching a point where burnout is not very far away. So those 3 points in AI are extremely important for an agent in a contact center. That's an extra thing on AI, which is not relevant here.
It's another product.
It's contact center.
Contact center.
Contact center. Okay, should be applicable for banks, insurance, any sort of service.
And Cisco is the world leader in networking, right? And powering the internet. It's very important when you do video conferencing. It needs to feel like it's in the same room. The latency is very low. Hopefully, it has the market-leading solutions for that, right? It needs to be
quality-wise, yes. Feature-wise, yes. For sure, there are a lot of competition on the market. But anyhow, let's say our products are very, very well known for their quality and their possibilities.
It does 4K.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Minimum.
That's great.
Minimum.
Maybe people are start talking about 8K now. I don't know.
Yeah, but think about it.
With a very big display.
No, that's one thing. That's the local aspect of it. I mean, imagine, because we are talking about conference. The content of the video is going over the network, is going over internet. Imagine to push on the internet an 8K compressed video. I mean, you're going to kill your network.
But Cisco can do it, right?
Well,
for the president.
We do it in a very different way. That's another part of the AI that I didn't mention.
Oh. AI codec.
Bam, you get it. That's exactly the name we gave it.
You can save a lot of bandwidth.
So imagine you picture at a high resolution, Full HD, 4K or whatever. We downgrade using an AI down to 360p.
Oh, wow.
Strictly low.
Yeah.
You transmit it over whatever, internet, whatever. And on the other side, you really expand and go back.
The face is in 4K.
No, everything of the.
But the part that's changed.
Everything of the video is going back to the highest resolution. So we transport it at the very low
This
frame
is
rate.
now active, this solution.
AI Codect today is active mainly on the application of Cisco, which is the WebEx application. So yes, it will be ported on the video, the codec side during this fiscal year of Cisco.
Maybe it's partnership with NVIDIA or somebody who does AI engine in behind?
No.
You have some hardware that does that.
Partnering with NVIDIA is another aspect.
Yeah.
So I'm not the best guy to talk about it, but it's mainly on data centers. It's mainly on AI that the customer would like to deploy in his premises, right? Then we, Cisco, can provide a full infrastructure, servers, switches, blah, blah, blah. Everything for an AI, let's say, data center, on top of which the customer can embed these models, can run its learning with his own, let's say, data coming from his, let's say, secret source, I would say. So should it be the data of an insurance, should it be data of a bank, but it's data, right? And from there, yes, it requires a lot of processing locally. That's where we partner also with NVIDIA.
And so you're working on the Swiss market?
Yes, Swiss Romand.
Swiss Romand. And just as a last point, the Swiss market is very developed for you. There's a lot of customers buying this in this area.
Yes.
Compared to other parts of Europe, or is it like, or it's all over the world, right? Cisco is every country has their own.
It's all over the world. We have a very good, let's say, how do you call it? Well, implementation in the various business, right? We are very, very good in Romandy, at least in the public area, like hospitals, cantons, cities. We are well developed as well in manufacturing. In Romandy, a lot of watchmakers and fragrance makers or stuff like that. So yes, we are in those. Then you have the, let's say, the medium business. I mean, it's in French PME, so in PME. So yeah, a lot of customers, a lot, yeah.
All right, and every customer talks to you about the best solution for them.
Yeah, and to give you a picture, I mean, we are over 200 reps in Switzerland, all over the Swiss place. So based in Rolle, Romandy, based in EPFL in the Innovation Center, based in Bern and based in Zurich, and as well in Ticino, by the way. So we are all over the place.
Reps, it means like
employees.
Yeah.
Employees, huh? And out of which we have also a lot of developers based at EPFL. So it's a pretty important staffing. So it gives you as well the volume of customer we might have behind this, right?
Because and here the Swiss IT Forum is a nice conference for the region, right? A lot of IT people coming here.
Yeah, very much.
Discussion. Cool. Thank you very much. Thank you.